Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here from Lake Norman High School. We're going to have about 10 minutes of time from now until projected first pitch. We apologize for any technical issues that may arise over the duration of this game. We are running off of a hotspot right now out here in semi-rural Mooresville, so connection is not the most consistent. We will do our best, but please understand if we have periods where we dip out. But we will step out for the next few minutes, and we'll come back when we get to the national anthem and starting lineups and stuff like that. So stay with us here on the Cox Mill Sports Network. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to a very hot and muggy day in Mooresville, North Carolina, here at Lake Norman High School for this GM4 Conference Baseball Tournament semifinal matchup between the second-seeded Mooresville Blue Devils and the third-seeded Cox Mill Chargers. These two teams come into this game with a very similar record. Mooresville 14-9, Cox Mill 13-8, and they split their regular season series 1-1. On the bump for the Blue Devils today, Chad Harvey, and we'll see how he can do against the Chargers' hot bats, who have scored a cumulative 25 runs in their past 2 games. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's matchup. As I said just now, Chad Harvey on the bump for the home Blue Devils. Starting off for them, Aiden Picciano at shortstop, then Drew Park at first base, Jake Modrak at catcher, Josh Fleming in the designated hitter spot, Connor Robertson at third base, Stan Granger in left, Luke Modrak at second base, Rowan Jackson in right, and Aaron Burchett in center field, rounding out the order. As for the visiting Chargers, they start out with center fielder James Green, then second baseman Connor Welker, followed by third baseman Tyler Zadalis, then right fielder Jack McGowan, DH Colin Pritt, shortstop Joe Javier, left fielder Bretton Whitaker, first baseman Jack Brandel, catcher Jack Lopez, and on the bump for the visiting Chargers, Aiden Anderson. Chad Harvey throughout the season for the Blue Devils. Go and fix this real quick, my mistake. 56 innings pitched, a 2 flat ERA, 58 strikeouts, about a strikeout per inning, and a 4-1 record on the year for Harvey.
And this will be one of the matchups to watch. The Blue Devils with better pitching so far this season, but the Chargers with much better hitting. Yeah, clash of two opposites in this one. As we get underway.
First pitch to Green is a foul tip back into the catcher's mask. He'll start out 0-1. Green batted, getting on base in one of every third of his at-bats. Watches a ball outside that time. Now evens the count at 1-1.
And that will, looks like it hits Green in the foot, and he will go to first.
So a base runner to start out with for the Chargers. A little bit of control there for Harvey to start out with. Hopefully that does not become a theme. The Chargers got on base with quite a few hit by pitches and walks in their matchups against South Iredell, including 3 hit by pitches during their game on Monday. Chargers given a dugout warning by the umpire. Welker pulls back a bunt. James Green is going to be into second standing up. So he steals on the first pitch.
No one even covering the base there for Mooresville. He probably could have walked there. Walked all the way to second.
But Connor Welker up to hit currently for the Chargers. An 871 OPS for the senior, or 731, my mistake. 8 RBIs on the year, and he's got a runner in scoring position with no outs. Had the bunt sign, he shows again. He's going to hit that one foul. So Welker will even the count at 1-1. Welker. Pickoff move back to second. Green safe in time.
Still a 1-1 count.
James tries to steal third, throws not in time, so the Chargers quickly, a man 90 feet away after only a handful of pitches from Harvey. It's a 2-1 count for Welker at the plate, and he's a sac fly away from scoring the Chargers' first run of the game.
And the speed of Green right now causing the Blue Devils some problems.
Looks like Modrak unable to keep up. We might see a lot of pressure put on the catcher as this game progresses. That one's going to be low and away for ball 3.
And not the start the Blue Devils are looking for in this one. You just need to relax early, but you got to be feeling good if you're Cox Mill at this start.
The money ball for Welker. Watches a strike on the inside half. It's full. Contact from Welker would likely score a run. A walk brings up Tyler Zadalis with runners on the corners. James Green on the edge of the grass at third base. Here comes the payoff from Harvey. Contact, base hit into right field, and that's going to score James Green easily as Connor Welker's got an RBI single here in the bottom of the first, or in the top of the first.
And a very fast start for the Chargers.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 17, Tyler Zadalis. Let's go, team.
Chargers given their second and likely final dugout warning by the home plate umpire. Told to stay in the dugout during a live ball. This brings up Tyler Zadalis. Incredible numbers from the third baseman here so far this year. A .418 batting average and an OPS above 1.5. 10 home runs and 35 RBIs for him this year.
He's a South Carolina commit, and those numbers show why. So, see what he can do in this appearance, already with his team in the lead with a runner on first.
Zadalis was intentionally walked numerous times by South Iredell, and that's going to be a stolen base for Welker.
Not even a throw from the catcher over to second.
And no fence markings here at Lake Norman High School. They look pretty far. I'd say probably 325, 330 to the lines. Probably about 360 to center. Center looks shallow, but the lines look deep. We'll see how Zadalis fares with the boundaries here with a 2-0 count. Makes contact, sends it foul. It's a 2-1 count. A bouncing ball. Going to be too low for Zadalis. He's now in the ultimate hitters count of 3-1 with a man in scoring position. And Chad Harvey not faring too well against the top of this Cox Mill order here in the first.
Let's go, T. Barrel up here, kid. Come on.
Zadalis with him. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball 4. Welker's actually going to retreat back to first base, but that's going to be a walk for Tyler Zadalis, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Jack McGowan, who, like the 3-hole ahead of him, has RBIs at 30. So lots and lots of scoring for this Cox Mill team, and a lot of it is thanks to Zadalis and McGowan. And we're going to have a mound visit here for Mooresville.
Probably just trying to calm his pitcher down here. Not the start he was looking for. Already a lot of stolen bases and a lot of walks. And those two combinations, not what they were looking for.
McGowan had 2 doubles in the Chargers' walk-off victory over the South Iredell Vikings on Friday. A handful of RBIs coming with those doubles. We'll see what kind of results he can look for today. Still nobody out. Runners on first and second. It's a 1-0 advantage for the designated away team Chargers. Both of these teams looking to win as many games as they can and try to get themselves into the top 16 of the RPI rankings. Chargers currently sit, I believe, 22nd. Mooresville, I think, is 19, and that one's going to be fouled into the screen right in front of us. McGowan will start off his count 0-1.
Let's go, Matt. Come on, kid.
Runners go, and that one's going to hit off of the back of Jack McGowan, and that'll bring bases loaded for the 5-hole hitter, Colin Pritt.
And that is 2 hit batters already in this one.
Pritt, a sophomore, got his first home run of his high school career earlier this season. 13 RBIs on the year, a very respectable number, but an opportunity to add more to that total here with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the first.
Chargers here, I'm being very patient. The command has not been there so far for Harvey. Make him throw strikes to you right here.
And there's a strike from Harvey. First pitch he sees is a strike for Pritt.
Here we go, see Pritt.
Hey, take it backside here, 20.
Corners in for the Blue Devils, looking for the force out at the plate with a speedy Cotter Welker on third base. That one too low, ball 1. Here's the 1-each. A big swing through that one, a little out in front. Looked like a bit of a changeup from Harvey. Pritt now down 1-2. Pritt watches one at his neckline. It's a 2-2 count now. Trying to get back into this count, he fell behind. We'll try to keep you up to date on the softball games. Kannapolis and Mooresville, their first pitch was scheduled. It's middle school. We are unsure whether or not that game got off on time or the score. We'll try to get that information to you as we get it.
Let's go, Pritt.
And as I was saying that, Pritt watches ball 3. He's back into the count fully.
A big
3
pitch here
and 2.
Early in the game, but this is going to be a big pitch.
And
it is a
strike
strikeout.
3. Pritt chased one low and away, and that'll be the first out for Chad Harvey and the Blue Devils here.
Number 2, Joe Javier. Hey, grab it backside, Joe.
Joe Javier coming up for the Chargers with now bases loaded and 1 out. 913 OPS for the shortstop. He's had a very prolific past couple of games, including a triple on Monday.
Let's go, Javi. Come on, baby.
First pitch Javier sees. He fouls off of his leg. Went into live play, but it was indeed a foul ball. Down 0-1.
An early observation I've seen so far, there's a lot more energy coming from the Chargers dugout than the Blue Devils even before this inning began.
Shows bunt. Fouls it. So Javi now down 0-2 after the attempted bunt. Contact is very important in this at-bat for the Chargers. Don't want to give up 2 strikeouts in a row with the bases loaded. Be leaving a lot of important opportunities on the table. Let's see if Javi can get back into this at-bat. Here's the 0-2 from Harvey. That one's going to be fouled towards the softball field. Still 0-2. If somebody threw the ball back onto the field, I'm not sure why they did that. That was not very great of them. So we'll reset here. Still an 0-2 count for Joe Javier. Bases loaded. Welker on third. Zadalis second. McGowan on first. Braylon Whitaker on deck for the Chargers. Here comes the 0-2 from Chad Harvey in the windup. Too far inside, says the home plate umpire. Javi takes the first ball of the count, 1-2.
Let's go, Javi. Come on, baby.
The 1-2 to Javier. He's going to swing through that one. That's 2 strikeouts in a row for Chad Harvey. And he's 1 strikeout away from getting out of the bases loaded jam with only 1 run allowed.
It would be big for Mooresville to escape this inning, only giving up 1 run, especially with the way it started.
Braylon Whitaker, 15 RBIs on the year. Another sophomore on this Charger starting lineup alongside Colin Pritt. He needs a base hit to drive in something here. He's going to foul that one straight up for the catcher. Will he be able to get to it? No, he will not. It's over the fence. 0-1 for Whitaker. Had a few consecutive strikes here from Harvey. Tries to attack the Charger hitters as that one's a ball too low on the breaking pitch. Harvey's found his zone a lot better over the past 2 batters than he did during the first 4. And that's showing 2 consecutive strikeouts. Here's the 1-1 for Whitaker. Fouls that one towards the third base coach. Now down 1-2. Harvey only needs 1 more strike. Harvey to Whitaker, righty versus lefty. Here's the 1-2 from the windup. Breaking pitch didn't make it into the zone, 2-2 count. The 2-2, contact made, sends it over to the first baseman. He's pulled off the bag. The throw to first is wide. Whitaker scores, Welker scores, and so does Zadalis, and Jack McGowan finds himself on third base. Whitaker makes it to second, and that is a 2-run play for the Chargers. I don't think that would be called an error. It was a very off-balance throw. Very good placement on that ball for Whitaker. And he makes it to second base with a single, 2 RBI. And it's now second and third. As Whitaker's a little slow. He might have stepped on first base a little weird. I saw him hop around it there.
Let's go, Jack Brandel. Here we go, baby. Come on.
But Jack Brandel's going to come up. He's got 2 men in scoring position and 2 outs. And a fresh count with Chad Harvey. Watches the first one he sees, a breaking ball outside. 1-0. On deck for the Chargers, 9-hole Jack Lopez. Watches that one away, 2-0.
I know maybe some frustration here from Harvey. He struck out 2 batters beginning the bases loaded, and then on a ground ball they score 2. And now he's sort of lost his command a little bit again.
Here's the 2-0. Big swing and a miss there from Brandel. Back to a 2-1 count after the swinging strike.
Way to attack, JB.
Here's the 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. So Brandel's going to get a money ball pitch. Harvey still in the windup with the men on third base, and that one's going to miss as well. It's a pass ball, but McGowan wasn't ready for it. So a run will not score, but that'll bring up the final hitter in this Charger order, Jack Lopez. Again with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
And that is the 4th walk of the first inning by Harvey. 2 of them on hit by pitches. Not the start he was looking for. Kind of surprised on that one. The Chargers did not try to go score on the passed ball.
Yeah, and McGowan wanted it. He just wasn't quite ready for it. Here's the first pitch to Lopez. Swings through it. Strike one. Swings through another one. That looked like a little bit of a changeup from Harvey. Quickly down 0-2 for Lopez. That one's going to hit Lopez on the back, and that'll walk in a run for the Chargers, and they get out of an 0-2 count, and they bat around on the Blue Devils in the first inning.
The third hit by pitch of the inning.
James Green up for his second appearance. It looks like the coach of the Blue Devils is coming out, and that might.
And not the start he's been looking for.
And rain delays and weather delays are so hard, especially as a pitcher, because you got to come in with the correct mentality. And if your game is pushed back an hour and you're not ready for it, that can really mess with you. So that will unfortunately be the end of Chad Harvey's day. And they will bring in Quinn Richter, one of my favorite names on this Blue Devil team. There's a couple guys who I absolutely love their names. Quinn Richter is going to come in. We'll get the card up for him real quick for you. Richter, the number 1 reliever for this Mooresville team. 20 2/3 innings pitched over the course of the season. He's got a similar 2.37 ERA, 16 strikeouts, and a 1-2 record with 1 save.
And after only going 0.2 of an inning here, you have to think the Blue Devils are hoping Richter can give them a couple innings, especially with them hopefully having another game tomorrow or later in this week for the Greater Metro 4 Championship.
This pitching change is brought to you by Carolina Power Partners, proud to deliver clean, low-cost, and reliable energy to the city of Concord and other North and South Carolina communities. We, the Cox Mill Sports Network. It looks like we are back up here with James Green. He's got a 2-2 count. Quinn Richter on the mound for his first batter. The at-bat started 0-2, but Green has been able to fight back a little bit. Breaking pitch from Richter fouled off. Still 2-2.
And it's a very warm day here at Lake Norman, and this top of the first been on for almost 30 minutes now, as maybe the heat starting to get to some of the fielders who have been out here for a while without a stop in the dugout.
Here's the 2-2. That one misses away, says the home plate umpire. It's now full. It is a full count for James Green. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, the runners will be moving. Here it comes. Fouls it straight up. Do the fielders have a chance at it? Catcher goes to it. It's out of play. We'll see another one. Connor Welker on deck for the Chargers. He got a single in his first appearance. Five of the 9 Chargers walked. 2 of them got singles, 2 struck out. Pickoff. Nobody there on Brandel. Richter working from the stretch, trying to get out of this inning and save his starter's ERA. Contact, another one sent straight up. Catcher and third baseman running towards it. That one looks like it's staying in play. It does. Fielded by Connor Robertson at third base, and that will retire the side finally for the Lake Norman Wildcats. Cox Mill leads 4-0, and they still strand 3. We'll take you right back in the bottom of the first in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Lake Norman High School. Aiden Anderson starting off for the Chargers. 15.1 innings pitched, 5.93 ERA, 12 strikeouts, and a 2-1 record. We have an update from Kannapolis Middle School. A.L. Brown and Mooresville just started. It's the top of the first there. The leadoff batter is still up for A.L. Brown, so we'll keep you updated with that game as it develops. The first pitch for Aiden Picciano is a ball. 808 OPS, one of the better batters on this Mooresville team. See what he can do with Anderson on the hill. Watches another one, 2-0 quickly.
Something to point out now, he has not done a warm-up pitch now or any pitch in about 35 minutes from the time Mooresville had such a long inning in the field. Something to watch in this first.
There's the first strike from Anderson, a good fastball on the inside half. 2-1 count now against Picciano. Misses the 2-1. 3-1 count now, a money ball for the first batter, just like we saw with James Green on the Chargers. See what Anderson has up his sleeve. Here's the 3-1. Fouled back into the screen, over the screen, my apologies. It is a full count. Aiden Anderson, number 2 starter on this Charger team, only a sophomore, and he's going to walk the first batter he sees here in the bottom of the first.
And that will bring up Drew Park, first baseman tonight for the Blue Devils.
Drew Park, a .371 batting average, 13 RBIs on the year for him.
Drew has had a really good season this year. That is something I have noticed. He has really improved this season.
We'll see if Picciano makes the same challenge on the catcher as we saw.
Picciano has speed, so we will.
We had the obligatory left-handed pickoff just now with Aiden Anderson. Keeping an eye on Picciano at first, and the left-handed status of the pitcher is going to help repel steals a little bit, as the first pitch from Anderson to to Park misses high, 1-0. Time's going to be called by Park at the plate. Another pickoff to first base, nothing doing. It looks like spring football practices are already getting underway here past the right field fence. Still a 1-0 count for Park. Breaking pitch slides across the front half of the zone, strike 1. Picciano leading off first base, a little close by. That one's going to miss, 2-1 count. Mooresville dugout calling on Park to be patient. He's got a 2-1 count. He can afford to be patient here.
Picciano with a decent lead. Won't go.
That one's too low as well.
It's a 3-1 count.
Second consecutive money ball for the Blue Devils, trying to take advantage of inconsistent strikes just as the Chargers did last half inning.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the weather delay we had. Very inconsistent warm-up, shorter than maybe the pitchers are used to.
And that's going to miss high. So 2 consecutive walks to start off here. And that brings our total for the game to 7. And Coach Robertson's going to go out and talk to his pitcher for a second. Jake Modrak coming up for the Blue Devils. This mound visit brought to you by Modern Nissan of Concord. Modern Nissan of Concord is a proud supporter of Cox Mill Athletics. Since 1933, the modern automotive name has meant integrity, family-owned values, and affordable transportation for people from all over North Carolina. Online at modernauto.com. Experience the modern difference. Go Chargers. Mound visit concludes here. Jake Modrak begins his trot to the plate. Highest OPS on the Mooresville team with a 915. 13 RBIs on the year. He's got man in scoring position with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, his team down 4-0. Let's see what Aiden Anderson has to say, or see if he will suffer the same fate.
They will drop the pickoff pitch on it, thinks about running, but will quickly stay. Would not scamper very far.
Still an 0-0 count. No pitch has been sent towards the plate quite yet. Anderson working from the stretch, the lefty. That one's going to be sent towards third base, and Tyler Zadalis, he makes the tag, throws to first. Double play! 5-3 for Tyler Zadalis.
And a nice play there by Zadalis with the quick thinking on the tag and then throwing it over to first. And it'll be just a runner on second now for Mooresville with 2 outs.
Josh Fleming up.
Double play. Let's go.
I have a discussion between the umpires. I'm not sure what about. Was it about the call at first? Seemed to be a pretty clear out to me.
Or is it about the tag over near third base?
What would be the issue with that?
I don't know. Did he not tag him? Is he outside the baseline? I'm not sure what they could be discussing, but I thought the play at first was pretty obvious. But
Let's go.
Mooresville fans already chanting horrible in the bottom of the first inning. The ump's going to give him a glance, and we'll get back to play.
Number 17, Josh Fleming.
Another 13 RBI guy. Lots of that 13 RBI number on the Mooresville heart of the lineup.
Go, 2 down. Who's
He'll
left
be
and
up
left?
with
Go.
2 outs and a man on second base after the 5-3 double play. First pitch he sees, catches the inside half of the zone, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking pitch just catches the bottom inside corner of the zone.
and that double play may have been what Anderson needed to get his confidence going. It was a big play for him and his team, getting themselves back in control of the inning.
Here comes the 0-2 from Anderson. A very slow velocity swing there from Fleming. He'll foul it off down the third base line. Still 0-2.
Come on, 1-8. Go, bud.
Here's the 0-2 to Fleming. Watches that one way high. 1-2.
Still go anywhere, 1-8. Here you go.
Go, 1-8.
1-2 count.
Got him.
Just misses inside or high. Somewhere around there, but the breaking ball does not quite fit into the zone, says the home plate umpire. Now a 2-2 count. That one's going to be grounded to first base. It's going to be a fair ball, says the umpire. That'll be a run on the single by Josh Fleming, and that'll make it a 4-1 ball game. Great hit there by the designated hitter to knock in the first run of the game for the Blue Devils and to get them on the board here in the first. Connor Robertson comes up now with a man on first and 2 outs.
And Robertson, just a freshman. I believe he's the only freshman in the Mooresville lineup, one of 2 freshmen in the Mooresville lineup.
Pickoff move to first was safe. Still no pitches to the plate. That one's going to be made hard contact, and it bounces over the glove of Lopez at second base, and it's going to bounce over the glove of James Green in center field. Defensive mistake haunting the Chargers. Here's the throw in. The run will score from first after the double error from Cox Mill, and Mooresville makes it a 4-2 ball game.
Now batting number 10, Stan Granger.
Stan Granger now up with a chance to extend the 2-out rally. Clean count. Anderson's going to step off.
And barely getting over there.
Connor
Cox
Welkers
Mill.
made a couple plays like that over the past few games. Granger looking to extend the inning and driving the man on second base, but he'll watch a ball that time. 1-0. Breaking ball too low. 2-window count now. Both pitchers struggling with command here early in this one. It's the tying run for Mooresville stands at the plate here in the first.
That one's going to be sent high in the sky and foul.
2-1 count now. The 2-1 from Anderson. That one's going to miss low. It's a 3-1 now. Good block there from Lopez to prevent the runner advancing, but it's now a money ball for the 6-hole. Ball 4 called. That one too high. That's going to be yet another walk here in this game.
That is now the 8th walk combined we have seen, and it is still just the first inning.
Now the other brother, Luke Modrak, freshman. According to our records, no RBIs on the year.
And it is
contact sent to Zadalis at third base. He's going to take the throw to first. Scooped by Jack Brandel. That's out number 3. That will retire the side. Blue Devils pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 on base as the product of walks. We'll be right back for the top of the second in just a minute. And we are back here. Connor Welker starting off for the Chargers.
His first time up, he had a single, knocking in an RBI.
That was RBI number 9 on the year for the senior. Here's the first pitch for Welker. Watches it away. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 for Welker. Shows bunt. He's going to send it down the third base line. And it's bobbled, not thrown in time. And that's a single for Welker on a bunt. Excuse me. He got those quite a few times last year when he was batting as the 6-hole hitter as a junior. And here's a little fun fact. Tyler Zadalis has 5 times more home runs than the entire Mooresville team combined, with 10 compared to Mooresville's team total of 2. It's a big bat.
Power hitting, not the strength of Mooresville either.
Here we go, Ty.
We talked about that before this game, how strong the Cox Mill bats had been this season versus the Mooresville bats.
Mooresville's strength all year has been pitching, and for that reason, getting Chad Harvey out in the first was absolutely huge. Runner goes. Here's the throw to second. Not quite on time. Got in before the tag there at second base. Not sure if you can see it on our feed. Good jump and a good run there by Connor Welker to advance himself to second base. 1-1 count for Zadalis at the plate.
Here we go, TZ. Come on, baby, come on.
So now Zadalis has the opportunity to drive in RBI number 36 with a man in scoring position and nobody out. He'll watch one away, 2-1. Oh, sorry, no, it's a 3-0. I guess the steal pitch was a ball. And that's going to be ball 4. Tyler Zadalis has been racking up the bases on balls over the past few games and throughout the course of the season.
Cannot blame his opponents being very careful with such a strong bat that he has.
But the problem comes when you follow the guy you walk a bunch with another guy with an OPS nearing 1. Jack McGowan has profited off of those intentional walks and those, I guess, cautious walks. As I said, the first time he came up, 30 RBIs on the year. He shows bunt, tries to stick it out there, unable to make contact. McGowan will start out 0-1. Chargers again start out their inning with two uninterrupted base runners. Contact sends that one out to deep center. Tracing back over his head. Burchett unable to make the play. Here comes Welker. He'll stay at third. Will that be ruled an error? I would say so.
Yeah.
He was camped under that and just missed it.
He slowed up. I thought he was going to have it.
So it's now bases loaded with no outs for Colin Pritt.
And that's what you talked about. You said that you can walk Alex Zadalis, but then the danger comes behind him when you do that. It does not get much easier. And that ball is hammered. That should be playable, and it is. That is an out, but they will tag up and score. And the runner on second will tag up to third. It is 5-2 now. Chargers in the lead.
That's exactly what you're looking for from Pritt there. A high, deep fly ball to right field. Able to advance both the men on second and third. Now you've got corners and one out for Joe Javier, one of the hottest hitters on the team. McGowan's going to run. Catcher does not go for it. Called strike.
Can't throw in that situation with the runner on third. So a smart play there by Modrak.
Richter from the stretch. Here's the 0-1 to Javier. Watches one away, one each.
Here we go, Javier. Come on.
Javier in his last appearance did strike out, so looking to improve that fact this time. Contact sent that hard foul down the left field line. It'll advance the count to 1-2.
Here we go, Joe.
Contact. He's going to hit that the opposite way, and it gets down in fair territory. It will be extra bases for
And
Joe
an error over
Javier.
there by the right fielder.
It'll be base clearing, 2 RBIs for Joe Javier on the opposite field hit. 7-2 Chargers as they continue their scoring streak here after a couple defensive mishaps from Lake Norman.
Now batting number 7, Braylon Whitaker.
Javier will be given probably 1 RBI from that. Or do you get both or do you get all RBIs regardless of errors, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 more RBIs for Joe Javier. And Braylon Whitaker will come up with a man on third base. Now I believe it's still 1 out. Yeah, still 1 out.
Yeah. It was the fly ball over to right.
Looks like the scoreboard's a little strange.
Yeah,
it goes in and out, it looks like.
All I can tell is runs and innings from here. So
But Cox Mill, I think, has given their absolute final 100% warning on the dugouts as the guys keep leaving during live play. Ump not happy about that, rightfully so. Don't want an errant ball hitting a player. So Braylon Whitaker, sac fly will extend this lead to 6. Update from Kannapolis Middle School, and that one's, sorry, we'll get back to that in a second. There's a fly out to left, shallow. Looks like Javier's going to stay. He would have probably been gunned there. So Braylon Whitaker's fly ball not hit out far enough.
Batting number 24, Jack Brandel.
Here we go, Brandel.
And Brandel's going to come up with 2 outs and a man still on third base. Brandel walked in his first appearance. Richter still working from the stretch, trying to get out of this inning with as little damage as possible as he misses that one high and away. Good contact there from Brandel, but unable to keep it in the ballpark. It's foul.
Here we go, JB.
Evens the count out at 1 each.
Cox Mill had a lot of success in the first inning due to walks, but in this inning they've just been putting the ball in play and making the defenders, forcing them to make the plays. They have not been able to do so well. See if they can continue to put it into play.
That one's hit to the first baseman.
But
Brandel.
Drew Park will make the play on this one to end the inning.
At the end of
So
1 1/2, the Chargers 7, Blue Devils 2.
we'll come back after another short break for the bottom of the second. It's 7-2 in favor of the Chargers. We'll be right back. We here at the Cox Mill Sports Network would like to thank D.R. Horton, America's builder, is a proud supporter of Cox Mill Athletics. Since 1978, D.R. Horton has provided quality, affordable homes for every stage in life. With over 30 communities throughout the greater Charlotte area, you are certain to find the perfect home for you. Visit drhorton.com. That's drhorton.com. And Cox Mill High School would like to extend a thank you to Atrium Health for providing athletic training and sports medicine services for all of our student sporting events. From Little League to the National Football League, Atrium Health provides the region's athletes with world-class care for all types of sporting events. Thank you to Atrium Health.
And Rowan Jackson will come up to the plate from Mooresville, the 8-hole, and he will take a ball on his first pitch. And he will hit that ball hard but foul. 1-1 count now for Jackson, the junior. And here's the pitch from Anderson. That's a ground ball over to second. And it'll be an out. One away here in the bottom of the second.
Just was unable to get good contact on the breaking pitch there. Just fended it away, but fended it away into fair territory. And Welker able to field that one easily.
And that will bring up Aaron Burchett now, the 9-hole, and the center fielder for the Blue Devils.
Numbers-wise, not looking like the best season for him so far. Batting a .143. And that one's going to be hit hard to third base. Zadalis is unable to corral it. Oh, it might, nope, will not be in time. So a reach on an error, it looks like, for Burchett. As Zadalis is unable to corral that typically routine play. Picciano up now with one out and a man on first. Batter's going a little quicker this time.
Picciano walked his first time up. Mooresville needs to get some runners on base right now and try to chip away at this hole they have created.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Roll it up here. Let's go.
Following this game, Hickory Ridge at Lake Norman, the 1 versus the 4, to determine the other seat in the GM4 championship game. The first actual pitch to Picciano misses high and away, ball 1. In his first appearance, Picciano walked. That one's going to be hit high to center. James Green is going to trace back for it. Got it in his eyes, and that's out number 2. Good play there by the center fielder. First chance he's had all game to make a play, and he did it very well.
Batting for the Blue Devils, number 5, Drew Park.
Drew Park is now going to come up with 2 outs and a man on first. He walked in his first appearance as well.
And 2 quick outs for the Blue Devils, but a runner on first. And that's a hard hit ball by Park, and that will get down in front of the left fielder. And they will stop at second and first for the Blue Devils, still 2 outs.
Blue Devils are jumping on these first and second pitches here.
Now batting number 15, Jake Modrak.
Jake Modrak here, guaranteed to do better than he did in his last appearance, because in his last appearance he grounded into a double play with 2 outs. Can't do that here. So he's guaranteed better than he had last time. But how much better is the question Mooresville and Cox Mill are wondering about. We'll see what he can do with 2 men on and 2 outs.
Modrak's had a good season so far, hitting .357 on the year. Could use a hit here to try to get his team back in this game.
Strike to start off with from Anderson. He's gotten his control much better over the past couple plate appearances. Let's hope I didn't jinx it just now. From the stretch, here's Anderson. Now misses low and in, 1-1. Score update from Kannapolis Middle School. A.L. Brown up 2-1 at the end of 2.
That's a shocker to me. I did not expect that. I know it's a conference tournament game, big game, but I kind of figured Mooresville would jump out to it.
Pick off to second. They did not get him. He got the ball, just did not apply the tag in time.
That one was close.
Great heads-up play by Jack Lopez behind the plate, but it was still a called strike. So a good result nonetheless for the Chargers. It's a 1-2 count for Modrak here. Anderson a strike away from getting out of this inning. That one misses away and high. 2-2. That one's going to be hit high and foul down the first base line. Stays 2-2 with 2 outs here. 2s across the board, second inning, 2 runs for the home team. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs, 2 men on. Only be better if number 2 is batting. Here comes the 2-2 from Anderson. That one's hit to center. James Green underneath it again. He'll get 2 outs this inning, and that'll retire the side the first half inning of the game with no runs scored. Cox Mill retains their 5-run lead. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the third. And we're back here for the third. Jack Lopez leads off.
His first time up, he took a walk. See what he can do now in his second plate appearance.
Shows bunt. He's going to drop that one foul. Starts off with an 0-1 count. Top of the order, rapidly approaching for the Chargers. Contact. Tomahawk chops it to third. A leaping grab and a throw to first is good by Connor Robertson at third base, and that'll be the first out of the third.
Number 45, James Green.
We'll now have James Green up. He popped out in his second appearance, walked in his first.
And Cox Mill gets to their third time in the order through, and in just the second at-bat of the third inning.
See what James Green has to say. He's going to drive that one to right center, but right at the center fielder. 2 quick outs for the Chargers here in the third.
Now batting number 4, Connor Walker.
Welker comes up with 2 outs now, trying to start a rally here for the Chargers.
Welker already with 2 singles in this one.
Breaking pitch doesn't quite find the zone to start off with. Ball 1 for Welker. Drives that one into the ground. Shortstop takes a nasty hop, but makes the play regardless. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Devils, and we're quick to send ourselves into the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Cox.
So we're going to start out here in the bottom of the third with Josh Fleming.
The senior DH, first plate appearance, got a single as well as an RBI.
We'll see if he can start something out here for the Blue Devils in the third.
That'll be a pass ball, 1-0 to Fleming.
Mooresville dugout putting energy into it, trying to get the energy up, and Brandle's going to be pulled off the bag. The throw is not on the mark. Fortunately, Lopez is there to back up the throw, but it's still a base runner.
And a good heads-up play by the catcher to be in the right position. Fleming cannot advance to second.
Now batting number 21, Connor Robertson.
We call that a hit or an error.
I'd call it a hit. Pitcher had a long way to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Second hit of the game for Fleming. Now for Connor Robertson, who got a base knock in his first time.
and the pickoff play at first. Anderson will reset now. Robertson's looking for his first pitch of the at-bat. And he will swing and a miss, 0-1.
Big wave there, good pitch by Anderson to start off. Corner's ready for a double play. Or sorry, the middle infielder is ready for a double play. Should the opportunity come. Here's the 0-1.
And is fouled back to the screen, 0-2 now.
Good at bat management by Anderson so far this time. Stan Granger on deck batter comes and collects the foul ball. The man next up for the Blue Devils walked in his first appearance. Here's the 0-2. Fouled that one down the left field line.
And it's still 0-2 to Robertson. An aggressive at bat so far.
Still 0-2. That one's sent into center. James Green able to make a leaping catch. Not sure he needed a jump there, but he makes the catch regardless.
And the speed of Green has been on display so far. A couple plays in the outfield, a couple stolen bases.
So now Stan Granger up with a man on and one out. That one's sent. Bare hand catch. And I'll collect that foul ball real quick. Oh. Hey, Coach.
And it's a pass ball there. Runner would move on to second. Now 1-1 to Granger. Here comes the pitch from Anderson. And it'll be 2-1 now on the high pitch there.
We've had a few straight days of this muggy weather. I'm just looking forward to the pools opening up.
Spring turned to summer very quickly.
Oh, yeah. That one's hit. Foul.
Just off the line, hooked it a little bit.
We got a good view of that here. That was about 2 feet foul. Great contact by Granger.
And now he'll have a 2-2 count.
The 2-2.
Way high there.
Missed
like that
on
one
that.
got away.
Yeah, breaking ball just got away from him there. Got to see if you can do something with this 3-2, though. You don't want to walk him.
Both of these teams have seen putting those base runners on bases come costly. But a big strikeout from Anderson. 2 away here in the bottom of the third, and that will bring up Luke Modrak for his second plate appearance. His first time up. Had a ground out. See what he can do here, the freshman.
Luke ended the first inning for the Blue Devils. After his team put up 2 runs before him, he calls time.
Here comes the first pitch to Modrak. It'll be ball 1, low. And the pickoff play at second will be late.
Here's the 1-0. Misses 2-0. Upset alert. A.L. Brown up 4-1 on Mooresville softball in the middle of the third. Still early, but Mooresville doesn't allow leads on them very often. Home field advantage looking like it's taking its toll for the Wonders.
That one will be high. It'll be 3-0 here now.
Modrak looking to get on base after ending the first. He will not end the third. He walks on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Rowan Jackson.
Now batting, number
Very
8,
patient at
Rowan
bat from Modrak there to
Jackson.
keep the inning alive.
So it's now runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Inside there, 1-0.
Very close, good frame job by Lopez, but not quite enough. It's a 1-0. Jackson, 0 for 1, grounded out in his first appearance to start out the home second.
And that ball will be fouled away, 1-1.
Nine-hole Aaron Burchett on deck for the Blue Devils. That one misses low as well. Now a 2-1 count. Still a 5-run ball game. Mooresville looking to scratch back here in the third. Somebody warming up in the Mooresville bullpen. Sorry, I can't see who it is. Breaking pitch finds the zone. It's 2-2. Dallas to lead off for the Chargers in the 4th. Will we get to him now? Nuh-uh. High inside, ball 3, full count. We'll see the runners moving. A ball in the gap could score 2. Man in scoring position, 2 outs. That one's going to bounce. And it's a walk.
And that will load the bases now for the 9-hole Aaron Burchett.
Now
Big
batting
at bat
number
here for
14,
him.
Aaron Burchett.
Burchett reached on an error in his last appearance. A reaching base here would result in a Mooresville run. Takes a strike there, 0-1. Takes one too high, just above the letters. It's 1-1. Vital situation for Mooresville here. A hit, and they're back in this ball game, and out. And Cox Mill still in control of the game. That one's going to be fouled.
Big swing there. Couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Just barely tipped off the end of the bat, it sounded like. It's 1-2. Strike 3 swinging. The foul tip caught by Jack Lopez.
A big strikeout there from Anderson to get out of that bases loaded jam.
And another donut put up on the board by the Chargers. Read a tweet the other day. It's not about how many strikeouts you throw. It's when you throw them. And that was a very important one for Aiden Anderson. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the 4th inning. New pitcher coming in for Mooresville. Unless our Max Prep stats are wrong, this is his first pitching appearance of the season. It is entirely possible that our stats are wrong, but we'll see. Tyler Zadalis is going to be the first man he faces, so a very adequate challenge.
Not an easy start there for Leonard.
Well, the good news is after Zadalis, it only gets easier. A slow windup takes a ball away, 1-0.
Zadalis 2 walks already in this one. Pitcher's being very patient with him. This is the 3rd different pitcher he has seen, though, in this game.
He drives that one right at the 3rd baseman. A great play by Connor Robertson to catch it on the fly. That's out number 1.
Number 31, Jack McGowan.
So Jack McGowan is going to come up after the Tyler Zadalis line out with the bases empty and 1 out. Flies the first pitch he sees back into the fan section. 0-1.
And it's a ball in the dirt there for Leonard. 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch. He's popped up.
Out of play.
Out of play.
Quickly a 1-2 count for McGowan, just getting underneath these. Thankfully, they're going out of bounds for him. Does a little batter's box maintenance there. He's got a 1-2 count. He's a little behind the pitcher here. Makes good contact. Another line drive to Connor Robertson and another grab. 2 consecutive line drive outs to the man out there at position number 5. So Colin Pritt's going to come up with 2 outs and nobody on. The Chargers, the last 6 of them retired in order.
2 hard hit balls with outs. Got to be feeling good about that if you're Mooresville. A few feet either way, and those could be down the line. And strike one there to Pritt.
Breaking ball stays too high. It's one each. Watches another one above the zone. It's 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 from Leonard. Contact, sends that one the opposite way. It'll stay foul, 2-2. We're going to change our battery at the conclusion of this half inning. So we are already running low. This game's ran quite long. The other game was scheduled to start in 10 minutes. That's not happening. And an ugly swing there for Pritt. That's strike three swing, so that will retire the side. The Chargers are retired in order again. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth. So after the battery change, we start off with the top of the Mooresville order. Aiden Picciano starts off with a 1-1 count. Aiden Anderson still out there for his fourth inning of work. Impressive considering Mooresville's gone through 3 pitchers in the same period of time. That one's watched high, 2-1. Watches a ball. It's 3-1 now for Picciano.
And here comes the pitching coach to have a talk here in just the first batter of the fourth inning.
This mound visit is brought to you by Studio 73 Dance in Huntersville, North Carolina, has been a proud sponsor of Cox Mill Athletics and the Cox Mill High School community throughout the years. Their 23 years of business commitment continues to stand firm to empower individuals to grace the stages of life through dance, one step at a time. Also brought by Abbott's Frozen Custard, proud to support Cox Mill High School. Stop by our Edison Square location for some great custard. We'd also like to thank Wilkinson Funeral Home. At Wilkinson Funeral Home, we proudly provide the families of Concord and surrounding areas with the very best in personal and professional service. Our funeral home is situated on 16 beautiful acres of land nestled in peaceful woods. As a full-service funeral home, we are able to meet the need of every family we serve. We recognize the importance of tradition and faith, and we strive to help our families create services as unique as their loved one, regardless of the service or situation. Wilkinson Funeral Home. We've cared for your loved ones since 1916. Go Chargers! Lastly, thank you to Farrell Family Dentistry, helping create healthy smiles for the whole family. Visit farrellfamilydentistry.com for more information. Thank you to all of our community sponsors with Cox Mill Athletics and the Cox Mill Sports Network.
And after the mound visit, it'll be a 3-1 count here to Picciano. And you walk him. Pitch was high.
And here comes the pitching coach immediately afterwards, and it looks like that might be the day for Aiden Anderson. Strong outing, 3 full innings of work. Only 2 runs allowed, possibly 3 if the man on first comes around to score. But a good outing for him, and here comes Cruz Ungaro, who'll make his first appearance of the day, or of the GM4 tournament, I suppose. Cruz Ungaro, a very steady pitcher for the Chargers. 22.1 innings pitched, 3.45 ERA, 24 strikeouts in those 22 innings, and 1-1 record with 1 additional save recorded. This pitching change is brought to you by Gene & Pritt Real Estate. Finding the right real estate takes focus and attention to detail. Takes a great listener who can transform your specific needs into creative solutions. Contact Gene & Pritt at 980-680-2253 to be a real estate advocate for Cabarrus County and surrounding areas. We'll take a quick break, and we'll let you watch Cruz Ungaro warm up here at Lake Norman High School. We'll be right back. So Cruz Ungaro will adopt Drew Park at the plate, and Aiden Picciano on first base.
Park with a strong start to the game, a walk and a single. See if he can do it his 3rd plate appearance. The speedy runner on first. And the pickoff attempt will be late. Here comes the first pitch to Park. And it'll be a strike 1. As Park awaits the second pitch from Ungaro. And he hits that ball hard. It'll pop up. Shallow infield and it'll drop. And runners will advance. It'll be 2nd and 1st now. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting number 15, Jake.
And that'll bring up Jake Modrak, the catcher, for his 3rd at-bat. Tough start for Ungaro. Has a runner on first and then a fluke pop-up into the shallow infield. And he now has 2 runners on, nobody out. That'll be ball 1, low and away. The second pitch to Modrak. Same thing, low and away, ball 2. And it'll be a pickoff attempt at second. And now he will reset.
Mooresville dugout trying to get the momentum going their way. That one's going to be called strike. Ungaro getting back into this AB. It's a 2-1 count. Another strike just on the low half of the plate.
And a great job of him to get back in this at-bat now and even it up at 2-2.
Now the pressure's on Modrak. 0 for 2 with a double play and a fly out. He watches a ball that time. It's full. The 3-2 fouled back into the fan section once more. Will stay full. Here's another 3-2 from Ungaro. Pickoff move, safe.
Full count pitch to Modrak. And that will be a hit down in front of the right fielder. He will throw home.
Great throw.
It'll be bases loaded now for Mooresville. No one out in the inning for the cleanup spot, Josh Fleming.
Big chance for Mooresville here. Fleming's 2 for 2. He's already got an RBI on the day. Cox Mill just needs an out here. They can take a run, but they can't just keep letting the line go.
It'll be a pinch runner, it looks like, for Mooresville. Number 2, and that is Austin Sabo, the pinch runner, on first base.
So Josh Fleming is going to come up with loaded bases and 2 outs. Middle infield's looking for a double play. Corners are looking for the play at 4, but the first pitch is not hittable, ball 1.
And a foul tip there, it'll be 1-1 to Fleming.
Third base coach telling Fleming to not try to kill the ball, just good contact, and he's going to foul another one straight down.
1-2 here to Fleming with the bases loaded, no one out. Mooresville down 5, could use a nice hit here from Fleming.
It looks like coach is just telling him not to do too much here, because if you try to do too much, a lot of times you can get burned, and that one's going to find its way through, so it will be 1. Here comes the play at 4. There will be no play. It's 2 runs for Mooresville.
Makes it 7-4, and just like coach said, he didn't do too much, put the ball in play, and he will knock in with 2 runners on his 3rd single of the game.
And that will make this a ball game.
Number 21.
Now 2nd and
Connor
1st.
Robertson.
No one out still for Robertson, the 3rd baseman. With a single already, he's 1 for 2 today. And he'll take strike 1. And he'll foul that one off. It'll be 0-2. Low and away, 1 and 2 now to Robertson.
Let's go 4-4.
Ungaro trying to get the first out of the inning for the Chargers. He will, says the home plate umpire.
Strikeout
Called.
looking.
Strike 3 on the inside half of the plate for out number 1. That gets through a very dangerous batter in Connor Robertson.
You got this.
It'll move down to Stan Granger.
Walking a strikeout so far today for him. That'll be a called strike 1 there.
Double play ball ends the inning here.
Called strike 2 again. 0-2 to Granger. And the 0-2 pitch from Ungaro working very quickly. And that ball will be lined, and it'll get down in front of the right fielder. And they will stop at 3rd
Good
with a
call.
runner. Bases loaded, 1 out now, bringing up Moot Modrak.
Come on, Cruz. Let's go, bud. You got this.
Hey, give it back to you here, fellas. Nice and easy. Number 13, Luke Modrak.
Corners in for the Chargers. Keeping an eye on the bunt as well as trying to get the play at 4. Modrak watches ball 1. Tying run stands on first. 1 out.
Let's go 4-4.
And the life sort of back in the Blue Devils now. That'll be a ground ball to 3rd. Play at the plate in time. Go to 1st. All, double play to end the inning. A huge play for the Chargers. And it'll remain 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning here.
At the end of 4, Cox Mill 7.
We'll be right back.
Excuse me, it's heading to the top of the 5th.
And we take you back here with Joe Javier leading it off for the Chargers here in the top of the 5th. Still a 7-4 game in favor of Cox Mill. We'll take a quick score report from Kannapolis Middle School. A.L. Brown and Mooresville are tied at the end of 4. It's 2 outs in the top of the 5th for the Wonders. Jay Leonard coming out for another inning of work for the Blue Devils. We'll see how he fares against the 6, 7, and 8 batters of the Charger lineup. Cox Mill has had their last 7 batters retired in order. Let's see how Javier can do to start off.
That'll be high for ball 1. Leonard with a 1-2-3 inning last time up. See if he can continue the consistency here. High again, 2-0.
Cox Mill just needs a little spark to get a rally moving. Anything with the last 7 going down in order, you get into a little slump as a team. You just need something to get things going your way, and that's a 3-0 count for Javier. That's a good start. Leonard still trying to find the zone. Here's the pitch. 3-1 right down the pipe. Money ball now for Javier. Over the course of this game, he has a 2 RBI triple and a strikeout swinging. Here's the 3-1.
And Leonard has fought his way back into it now, full count.
5 pitches, 5 takes. It's full now for Javier.
And that ball is lined past the third baseman for a single.
Good contact. Way to find a gap for Javier. 2-strike swing. Found the hole. And that's a leadoff single for the Chargers. Their first hit since the second.
Whitaker.
So Braylon Whitaker will come up with a man on first and nobody out. He's 1 for 2 so far. A single, 2 RBI single in the first, and a fly out. He chose bunt, able to put it down the third base line, and it trips off of the glove of the third baseman. He gets the out anyway. A good recovery there from Connor Robertson. He's been making defensive plays all day.
And it'll be one out now in the inning. Runner on second.
That did successfully move.
24, Jack
That'll bring up Jack Brandel.
So Javier successfully moved to second on the sacrifice bunt.
Something hard front side here. Let's go.
And in trots the lefty, Jack Brandel, for his first matchup with Jay Leonard. Men in scoring position, 1 out. And Leonard loses a curveball. 1-0.
And it'll be 2-0 now to Brandel.
That breaking pitch just didn't break quite enough. Missed a little bit away on the higher side of the zone. Here's the 2-0 for Brandel from the stretch. Misses again.
3-0 now. Got behind multiple hitters in this inning, 3-0.
Leonard employing the slide step against Brandel. Looks like it might be losing him a little bit of control, but trying to keep Joe Javier where he's standing at second base. Strike 1 called on the low strike. But I'm surprised we haven't seen more challenges on Jake Modrak so far, considering the 3 stolen bases we saw in the first. Three 3-1 moves to 3-2.
And once again, he fights his way back into the count. And a full count pitch coming here.
Contact, sent foul.
Here we go, Brandel. Here we go.
Brandel will get another chance here with a full count. Still nobody out, or sorry, 1 out. With Jack Lopez in the on-deck circle for the Chargers. Brandel still looking for his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the payoff from Leonard. Contact, a good foul tip to stay alive from Brandel.
Here we go, Brandel. Here we go.
And a good battle this at-bat. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Man in scoring position. An opposite field ground ball could play to run with the shortstop covering the runner. But it'll be ball 4. Javier didn't run on the ball to the backstop. So it'll be men on first and second with 1 out now.
Number 19, Jack.
And now start the double play now, with runners on first and second. Jack Lopez up for the Chargers. Last time up, he grounded out. See what we can do here. 2 runners on.
Looks like we're having a pinch runner, Bryson Blackwell, a courtesy runner potentially for the, I believe he's the designated hitter, first baseman today. Yeah, he's the first baseman today.
Here comes the first pitch to Lopez.
Still working from the stretch with 2 men on and 1 out.
Be strike 1. That'll be low and away, ball 1. 1-1 count.
Both Lake Norman and Hickory Ridge in attendance for this game, sizing up their potential competition for tomorrow evening. Ball misses away, 2-1. Borderline pitch there, went in the favor of Lopez.
Pitcher does not look to throw with that one. You can tell by his reaction. Thought he would get that call.
It was really close. It was a really close pitch and a really good frame by Modrak.
That'll be a foul ball. 2-2 now.
He's got ahead of it. So the count moves in advantage of Leonard on the mound. Score update, Ellie Goins with a 2-run home run to put Mooresville up 6-4 in softball over A.L. Brown.
That'll be high for ball 3, full count.
We'll have another full count payoff pitch for a Charger batter this inning.
The 3rd one.
You've got 2 speedy batters. You might think about sending them here. The risks are high, though. We've seen quite a few unlucky lineouts for the Chargers so far. Here comes the pitch. There's a hit. It will get down and left. They're going to hold Javier at third. A good call with the top of the order. The ball gets away. Javier's coming home. Here's the play at the plate. He's safe. It's over. Loose in the infield. The runners will advance to second and third, but the Chargers lead 8-4 after the Joe Javier single and advance on error.
That'll bring now up James Green, his 4th appearance already in the game. It looks like we may have a mound visit first.
Sorry, Jack Lopez was the one who got the single and the RBI. My mistake.
And it looks like it'll be new center fielder taking over. It's going to be Braden Major taking over in the outfield.
This mound visit presented by Functional Training Studio. Now enrolling new athletes for the fall season. FTS, a private personal training and sports performance facility develop sport-specific strength and conditioning programs for the individual athlete. Inquire today at functionaltrainingstudio.com. Your legacy starts here. That's functionaltrainingstudio.com. Turner Orthodontics is excited to cheer on the Cox Mill Chargers. Dr. Turner and his staff offer personalized orthodontic plans for their adolescent and adult patients just 5 miles down the road from Cox Mill in Cottle Creek Market. Call us for a complimentary consultation and see why we have been voted the best orthodontist in Greater Cabarrus County 7 years running by Independent Tribune's readers. Thank you to Turner Orthodontist. Finally, thank you to Carolina Power Partners. Proud to deliver clean, low cost, and reliable energy to City of Concord and other North and South Carolina communities. So we will take a quick break with the pitching change on the mound for Mooresville.
It'll be Gavin Rabb. No.
Now that looks like Aaron Burchett will come onto the mound.
He will come in from center into pitch.
So we'll take a watch of Aaron Burchett. 9 1/3 inning pitched, 3.75 ERA, 6 strikeouts, and a 2-0 record on the year. So maybe he's their turnaround pitcher. We'll see what Burchett can do in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. So we're back here. James Green is going to see his 4th pitcher in his 4th plate appearance today. It's a little interesting fact there for you. So he's seen quite a few different guys as the game has progressed. Still only 1 out for the Chargers here in the top of the 5th. And that ball, first pitch, misses.
Green 0 for 2 so far, but he has a walk with 2 steals from that first inning. And that'll be a ball, making it 2-0 now.
A nice breeze has settled over the field here, and I'm very, very thankful for that. We're no longer cooking here. Here's the 2-0. Sends that one back onto the padded backstop. 2-1. Burchett trying to minimize damage from this inning. Still 2 men in scoring position. James Green is going to send that one high. That might find some grass. Foul ball. So James Green will come back with a 2-2 count. But still 2 guys in scoring position.
And once again, dugout warning for Cox Mill. We've seen a few of those already. Here's the 2-2 to Green. And
Contact.
he will get a lot of that.
Rakes that one deep right field. Over the head of Rowan Jackson. Green rounding second. That ball finally finds its way into the infield, and James Green is standing on third base with a 2 RBI triple, making it a 6-run ball game here in the 5th.
And a Mooresville team who
No betting
kind of thought they were getting
for
themselves back
Connor
into it now can
Walker.
feel the momentum shift once again back to the Chargers now, pushing the lead back up more.
That brings up Connor Welker with 1 out in the 5th and a man on third base.
It's 2 for 3 on the day. A hit here would score another run.
Go, Connor. Find a hole here. Come on. You got this. Ball.
Burchett takes a step off, tosses the ball to himself, steps back on. Welker sends that one into the sky to shallow center. Green ready to tag. He will. Oh, no, he will not. He'll retreat. He would have been safe, probably. But it'll now be 2 outs and a man on third base
Go, Tyler.
for the big man, Tyler Zadalis.
Jack, you good?
And this is the guy you want up here if you're Cox Mill. Runner on third, 2 outs, looking to extend your lead.
Two walks and a line out for Zadalis. If not for good positioning by Robertson, that line out would have been extra bases. So nothing but quality at bats for Zadalis so far. Let's see what he can do against Burchett. Takes one high, 1-0.
Here's the pitch from Burchett.
The 1-0
It'd be
misses.
2-0, low and away.
Tyler Zadalis with a big advantage in this AB, 2-0. McGowan on deck. Now 3-0 in the favor of Zadalis on the brink of his 3rd walk of the ball game. Lake Norman and Hickory Ridge fans beginning to turn up en masse to watch the final few innings of this matchup as Zadalis watches the 3-0 turn to a 3-1. I'm not sure of the timing of the game. I would assume 7 or 7:30 tomorrow night. 6:30 tomorrow night is the GM4 championship game between the winner of this game and the winner of the game that will follow it, and Zadalis yanks that ball way foul, and it's now a full count.
And once again in this inning, you see the Mooresville pitcher get down 3-0 and fight back to a full count. Big pitch here. Runner on third, 2 outs.
Will Zadalis prevail? No, he will not. He reached for it, didn't get it, and that'll retire a big inning for the Chargers. They pick up 3. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th in just a second. So we've got a pinch hitter to start off. Corbin Klonch.
Number 3, Corbin Klonch.
What a name. Corbin Klonch, 291 on the year, 11 RBIs. A junior, likely will be taking the 8th spot in right field.
And it'll be a ball on his first pitch, 1-0.
Ungaro working from the windup. Called strike. 1-1.
And the pitch.
Shows bunt. Pulls back in time. 2-1.
And it'll be a ball. It'll be 3-1 now to Klonch.
Middle of the 6th. Mooresville up 6-4. So A.L. Brown will have one last chance.
And that'll be a walk. Klonch will take first base.
Number 14, Aaron Burchett.
So Aaron Burchett will stay in the game, though. He'll have a man on first and nobody out.
I'm not throwing it back up there. Let's go 4-4.
And the pickoff play at first will be late.
We'll keep the score of the Kannapolis-Mooresville game up to date in the top right of your screen.
And it'll be high and inside to Burchett, 1-0.
Let's go, Cruiser.
It'll be 1-1 now. Good pitch there from Ungaro.
Sends that one up into the sky towards foul territory and right. Looks like it's going to get down safely. 1-2 count. Sun's starting to set here in Lake Norman. Surprised they haven't turned the lights on yet. Hopefully those come on soon enough. But it's a 2-2 count or 1-2 count for Aaron Burchett. Looking for his first. Oh, a close play at first. Klonch just makes it in on time. Stays a 1-2 count for Burchett at the plate. He's going to send that one to left. Whitaker underneath it, 1 down. That's one aspect of the Cox Mill game that's very consistent is catching fly balls. Haven't seen any issues with that so far today, knock on wood.
Errors were a story early on for both teams, but they have been cleaned up well the last few innings.
Go, Cruz.
Aiden Picciano up with
It'll
one
be
man on and one
his
out. 4th
plate appearance. He's 2 walks and a fly out so far. Gonna be strike 1 to Picciano.
Good job, Cruz. Keep it up, bud.
Takes the ball, 1-1.
And the 1-1 pitch.
Go 4-4.
He'll be low, 2-1.
Here's the 2-1 from Ungaro. Contact made. That's a blooper. Connor Welker tracing back. It gets down. There's a play at second. Safe. That's a blooping single for Aiden Picciano. And it'll be 2 men on with 1 out.
1 out. Number 5, Drew Park.
Let's go, Cruz. You got it.
In terms of the long game, Cox Mill wants to get as deep into Mooresville's lineup as they can without allowing any runs.
You got this.
So a double play with Drew Park up would be absolutely monumental for the Chargers here. Or just any out on Drew Park would be amazing.
Park been one of the stronger hitters on the Blue Devil team this season. Already with 2 singles today.
You got this, bud. Come on, go forward.
And he'll
Is it
grab the ball to
Dallas?
third.
Play to second, to first. Oh, off the glove of Jack Brandel, and the run is going to score from third. They were so close, and it's an out-of-play ball.
That'll make it 10-5 now. The runner on first and 2 outs.
15, Jake Modrak.
So Jake Modrak. It's now 2 outs.
Come on, Cruz.
With Modrak up. First pitch he sees is a ball. Ungaro working from the stretch, trying to end the inning. Pick off to first, not in time.
Here's the 1-0 to Modrak. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And another swing and a miss, 1-2 now to Modrak.
2 good breaking pitches by Ungaro. He's got the batter fooled a little bit. Can he finish him off with a 1-2 count? Yes, he can! Caught him on the outside half of the plate, and Cruz Ungaro gets away with just the 1 allowed run. Unearned, of course, due to the error. So Mooresville will pick up 1 run. It's a 5-run game going into the 6th.
Aaron Burchett will come back out now for the top of the 6th inning for the Blue Devils.
And we'll be right back. So Jack McGowan's going to start it off for the Chargers here in the top of the 6th after Zadalis struck out to end the inning.
Let's go, McGowan.
Burchett still on the mound for Mooresville.
And his first pitch of the inning will be low and away, ball 1.
Here comes the 1-0 to McGowan. Contact sent it back into the catcher's mask.
1-1.
Gonna talk to Coach Robertson real quick. Not sure how much you can talk about with nobody on and no outs. Maybe a bunt, but Jack McGowan don't bunt very much. He's not really meant for that. He's the 4-hole. He's a big, strong power hitter. Not really the bunting type. We'll see what he does against the righty this time. 1-0. Contact sent that one high to center. Not sure who's out there in center field after Burchett came in to pitch, but he made the catch. It's 1 down.
1 out. Now batting number 20, Colin Pritt.
So Colin Pritt's going to come in with 1 out and nobody on. Strike called for the first pitch against Pritt on the outside half of the plate. Didn't look very happy with the call, but it was in there. Here's the 1. Contact, sent that the other way. Second baseman made the play. Who's covering? The pitcher.
A nice play at first.
Good job to get the glove on the bag to get the second out of the inning.
2 outs at the plate, number 2.
And 2 quick outs here for Burchett. Not been very many quick innings in this one. And that will bring up Javier for his 4th appearance of the game. It's a triple and a single to his name so far. And it'll be strike 1 to him now.
Sun beginning to set. Lights have come on magically since I said something. Here's the 0-1 for Javi. Contact, sent that to the shortstop. Fielded, throw to first. On the money, that's out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Devils, but they still sit behind the Chargers 10-5. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. So it's Fleming.
Yes. Who has 3 singles?
Yep. 3 RBIs.
Who you said that your guys at Dallas has 5 times the home runs our team does. Who has our 2 home runs? Because he has 10, and that gave us 2. Chad Harvey has 1 of them. And Chad doesn't
Harvey
hit
has
much.
1, and Thomas Vero has the other.
And neither of them have hit yet in this game.
I don't know why. Is this a game ball?
No, I was just sitting there.
Oh.
I don't know what it's doing. It was sitting there, and I started grabbing it, messing with it, and now it's just sitting there.
This is a huge AB for the softball game.
Yes. They play 7 in softball, right? Fly
Oh! All right, that's
Kept a minute.
AL Browns down to their last tries now. Oh, I forgot to mute the mics. Oh, well. We didn't say anything bad. We're good.
17.
Josh Fleming is going to start us off for Mooresville.
Already 3 singles in this game. And he will take ball 1 low.
But as I was
And
saying
ball
between
2.
the innings, it is the end of the 6th at Kannapolis Middle School. A.L. Brown will now have the chance to tie with 2 or take the lead with 3.
Mooresville had the bases loaded, 2 outs in that one, and had a fly out to end the inning.
It's a 3-0 count for Fleming.
That'll be strike 1. Fleming will get back in, working quickly. And that'll be a walk. And Fleming will go to first.
He's reached base all 4 attempts now.
And that'll bring up Connor Robertson now.
Connor Robertson.
Let's go, boys. Roll it here. Come on.
Man on first and nobody out. Chargers looking for the double play here.
And that'll be high for ball 1.
You got this.
That'll be a nice breaking ball for strike 1. 1-1 count now.
Just was able to float that one into the zone. He should have really tried to get that one. That was very hittable. Those high floaters can be crushed if you time them right.
And that one will be crushed though, but it'll be a nice catch there by James Green in center to make the play for the first out of the inning.
James Green continuing the clean plays out there in center.
Now batting number 10.
That's, I think, his 4th catch of the game. And only a couple of them have been particularly routine. A.L. Brown starts off the top of the 7th with a base runner.
Now Stan Granger will come up for the Blue Devils. The runner on first, 1 out. And it'll be low and away, ball 1. Strike 1, 1-1 now. And it's now 1-2. Good pitch there from Ungaro.
Here's the 1-2. Contact, sent it to Ungaro. Throw to second is good. Javier to 1. High again, but the catch is made on time. A double play. And we'll head into the top of the 7th inning. The Chargers still up 10-5. We'll be right back. So we come back. Braylon Whitaker going to start it off for the Chargers. Looking over to Kannapolis Middle School. A.L. Brown's got the tying run in scoring position with nobody out. Runners on second and third and no outs.
Leading off number 7, Braylon Whitaker.
Going to be Braylon Whitaker up now for the Chargers.
Coach Robertson said just after the 6th ended, don't be satisfied, get some more. We'll see if Whitaker can start off that rally for the Chargers with Burchett still on the mound.
Going to be ball 1 to Whitaker. Good take there. Strike 1. Good frame there from Modrak. And he'll hit that ball high, but should be playable for the outfielder, and it will be for the first out of the top of the 7th. And now it'll be Jack Brandel up for the Chargers.
Here we go, kid.
Update, passed ball. A.O. Brown scores one of the 2 runs they needed. It's 5-6. Hard hit ball to first base, but Jack Brandel is not going to win that foot race. It's 2 outs.
Number 19, Jack Lopez.
Now Lopez, the 3rd Jack in the Cox Mill lineup, will come up. He is looking for his 2nd hit of the game after he got a single in his last appearance.
The first pitch he will see, he'll look to bunt, but it'll be strike 1.
Come on, Lopez.
And a first ball, he sees 1-1 now.
Here's the 1-1 for Jack Lopez. Watches one. Eye level, 2-1. That one's going to be hit.
And that'll be an out. That'll end the inning, the pop-up to Park. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th, still 10-5 with Cox Mill on top.
We'll be right back. And welcome back here. The last chance for the Mooresville Blue Devils. Bottom of the 7th, down by 5 to the 3rd-seeded Cox Mill Chargers. And we have a score update from Kannapolis Middle School. It's tied at 6 as the A.L. Brown Wonders are rallying in their last inning of regulation. They still have no outs, and they have a runner on first. Big swing and a miss there, and it's actually not Modrak up hitting. It's a pinch hitter. Number 4, I don't have him at all.
Andy Granger.
Andy Granger. So looks like Stan's brother. He did not have any stats in Max Prep, so I didn't make a card for him. But Granger's got a 1-2 count here from Ungaro. Misses.
And a good take there. That was a close one.
Yeah, that's a borderline. You might call that earlier, but you don't call those that close this early in the inning, I don't think. There's strike 3 swinging, and Lopez applies the tag. It's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. The Chargers are 2 outs away from going to the inaugural GM4 Conference Championship game. Now everybody's favorite named player, Corbin Clonch, with nobody on and 1 out. watches the ball to start with 1-0.
Here's the 1-0 to Conch. It'll be a grounder to second, but he will make an error. Conch will be safe at first.
Just bad timing on the hop. Unfortunate for Welker. Unable to pick it up cleanly.
This has not been the cleanest fielding game for either team. Kept some innings alive. Reasons for a few runs.
It's still 6-6 with 1 out in the top of the 7th in Kannapolis.
Here's Aaron Burchett now for the Blue Devils. Pinch runner.
For Corbin Planch. Looks like he's favoring one of his legs there.
And it'll be number 2, Austin Sabo once again. The runner. It'll be ball 1 low and away to Burchett.
I feel bad for the Hickory Ridge team and parents. Because Hickory Ridge is 45 minutes from here, and they're going to be here a while.
And they have been here since the 2nd inning. So
it's like 2-0 for Burchett, or is it 1-0?
1-0.
Okay, 1-0 for Burchett. Watches 1, also low, 2-0. 2 outs, top 7. Go ahead run on first base for Ale Brown. Called strike. Lopez popped up, trying to keep the runner humble. 2-1 count. Watches that one. Oh, it was a 3-run.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did have the count wrong. So it'll be runners on first and second now with 1 out.
And they'll flip it over to the top of the order now. Picciano's 5th appearance of the game.
He is 1 for 2 with 2 walks in addition. Forcing one of those would be great here, but the first pitch he sees is a called strike. Here's the 1 from Cruz. That one's hit to left. Braylon Whitaker tracing it. He'll get the catch. That's 2 outs. Mooresville down to their final out before they take a few days off and prepare for the NCHSAA state playoffs starting on Tuesday.
And it'll be Drew Park now with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th.
Let's go, Cruz. You got this.
2 men on, 2 outs, down by 5. First pitch, called strike 1. That one misses high, 1-1. Both of these teams need a victory to have themselves in the running to host a round 1 game. And that's called strike 2 on a high and in strike. Mooresville down to their final strike in the GM4 tournament. Cox Mill 1 away from advancing to the final. That one's hit towards short. Javier fields it. The throw to first looks like it might be late. It will be. So the game will be extended.
And that's going to load the bases now for Jake Modrak.
Pitch hitting number 18, Brandon Lafano.
Go, Cruz. You got this.
Looks like Brandon Lafano is PHing.
Cruz, one more, bud, one more. Finish it, Cruz.
Cox Mill.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Tying run is on the on-deck circle. Modrak's going to call time. A.L. Brown got a single, advanced the go-ahead run to third base with 2 outs in the 7th.
It'll be low for ball 1.
yourself. Here we go.
Looks like a little meeting on the mound here for Cox Mill.
Can't imagine they'll pull him right here.
I don't think you can
Unless
risk it.
he's at pitch count.
I don't think you can risk it with a new pitcher
No.
at this point in the game unless you have to.
Let's see what his pitch count's at.
72.
72. So he would be good to pitch playoff round 1 if he was needed to. I think you only need 5 days rest once you get to like 105 or something. Something along those lines.
And as we expected, he will stay in the game. Bases loaded, 2 out.
Let's go, Cruiser. Within yourself here, kid. Come on.
Cruzangaro still on the mound for the Chargers. He's had a great game in relief so far, only 1 out away from finishing it. Modrak starts out 2-0.
It's LaFonso. Brandon LaFonso pinch hitting.
Oh, I thought they said pitch running. My bad.
Yeah, Cruz.
Let's go, 4-4. Got this, bud.
It's going to be a ball 4, and that'll walk in a run. That brings the tying run to the plate.
And it's your cleanup hitter, Josh Fleming, coming up.
Now batting number 17, Josh Fleming.
No home runs on the year, but he's the cleanup man for a reason. Lefty on righty matchup.
Come on.
Robertson on deck, hoping he gets a chance. It'll be ball 1, and it'll be a time by Cox Mill.
Who would you bring in? I don't know if Javi can pitch.
And they will bring in someone else.
Oh, they're bringing in Pritt. Colin Pritt's going to come from the DH, and he'll try to finish out the game with 1/3 of an inning.
I think it's very risky. And you get some pitchers in at this point in the game. How warmed up are they? How are their nerves? How's their command? It's an everyday thing with pitchers. So, be interesting to see how this turns out.
During this warm-up, we will stay with you. We'll keep an eye on A.L. Brown versus Mooresville softball. Colin Pritt, no stats in Max Pros. Bases loaded for Kannapolis. Batter just got walked.
Mooresville will still benefit here from the righty-lefty matchup. But
a 1 count for A.L. Brown. One. Oh, sorry. Joe Javier is coming to pitch. I thought it was Colin. I don't know why I thought it was Colin. Javi's pitching. Javi pitched a few innings on Friday.
For Cox Mill, number 2, Joe Javier.
and he's coming in a big spot here. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
With Fleming at the bat, it's a 1-0 count for him. Two count for Kannapolis. 1-0 count here.
And it'll be low for ball 1.
Ball 2.
Ball 2, sorry.
Strike one called. It's a 2-1 count.
And a big pitch there.
Oh, and the 7th. They're headed to the bottom of the 7th. A.O. Brown unable to capitalize. So Mooresville will have a chance to walk off. They only need one. A 3-1 count. Ball 4.
Walking in another run, and it'll be 10-7. Winning run coming to the plate. And that will be Connor Robertson up.
Batting number 21, Connor Robertson.
And this is the situation you always think about when you're a little kid, huh? Bases loaded, down by 3, 2 outs.
Oh, he needs a full count, and he's got it all circling through.
It's postseason baseball. Let's see what Connor Robertson can do throughout the game. He's 1 for 4, has a single with an RBI, and then 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
And there's going to be a pinch runner for Mooresville. It's going to be Thomas Vero, number 12, into pinch run at second base.
Let's see. Who will win, Joe Javier or Connor Robertson? Here's the first pitch. Strike one called. Right in the zone for Joe Javier. The first batter that Javier has started on his own. He inherited a ball in his last count. The 0-1 turns to ball 1. 1-1 just missed away. The 1-1 from Javi. Contact to right field. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Cox Mill's heading to the finals tomorrow night. Who is that in right field? It's not Colin Pritt. Is it McGowan? So, yep. Jack McGowan makes the final catch. Cox Mill's going to come out on top, and we will see you folks tomorrow evening at 6:30, where Cox Mill will face the winner of Lake Norman versus Hickory Ridge. The Blue Devils will play on Tuesday of next week on the road against likely either a conference champion or somebody who came close to being a conference champion. So it'll be definitely a difficult game for Mooresville on Tuesday, but we wish them luck. We wish both of the teams in the I guess it's going to be an 8:30 game luck, and we will see you folks tomorrow evening for the GM4 baseball final. From myself, AJ,
and Tanner
up here standing next to the net. I can't say in the booth today. Standing next to the net here at Lake Norman High School. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with us through the technical issues. Hopefully we will have a little bit of a better connection tomorrow night if all things go well. But we will see you tomorrow. Be sure to tune in. We'll probably have an interview for this game coming up. Have a good night, folks.